Hey everyone, it's Olivia from Keto Lifestyle, and it's almost my birthday. I figured what better way to celebrate than to make myself some cake. This cake is totally keto. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to add 1 cup of coconut flour to a large mixing bowl. We are also going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. We're going to go ahead and give this a quick stir and then set it aside so it's ready for when we're going to use it. In a medium-sized microwave-safe bowl, I'm going to add a stick of butter. I'm also going to add 2 ounces of cream cheese. We're going to go ahead and put this in the microwave for 30 seconds, get it nice and melted. That's just going to make it easier to combine. Give it a quick stir there. Next, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can always add more vanilla extract. Sometimes people like more than other people, which is totally cool. Next, I'm going to add in 1 cup of granulated erythritol. I'm also going to make sure I give this a quick stir after I add it. That just makes it easier than piling a ton of things in there and hoping it all combines. Also going in our wet ingredient mixture is sour cream. I'm going to go ahead and put in a cup of sour cream and I'm going to mix that in as well. Sour cream adds a lot of moisture to this cake and it makes it even better. Make sure to give that sour cream a quick stir before adding in your next ingredient. I'm adding in half a cup of water as well as half a cup of heavy cream. Coconut flour absorbs a lot of moisture, and to keep this cake nice and moist, you gotta add in a lot of liquid. And once again, we're gonna stir to combine these ingredients before adding them to our dry ingredients. What you see me doing here is breaking up some of the clumps in the coconut flour. I don't want there to be a huge pocket of coconut flour in my cake. Now I'm adding in my wet ingredients and I'm going to go ahead and mix it until it's the consistency of about pancake batter. And finally, we are adding in 4 eggs. We're going to go ahead and give those a quick whisk as well, just to get them combined. Before adding our cake batter to our pan, I'm going to go ahead and spray it down with coconut oil just to make sure that it doesn't stick. The pan I'm using here is an 8-inch springform pan. You can also use an 8x8 casserole dish if you don't have a springform pan. Once I'm finished pouring my batter into my pan, I'm going to go ahead and smooth it out just to make sure I don't get any little burnt edges. Then I'm going to stick it in the oven for what seems to be the longest 50 minutes of my life. At the 50-minute mark, you should check the doneness of your cake using a toothpick or a butter knife. If it comes out clean, it is fully baked. If not, put it back in for another 5 to 10 minutes, checking the doneness of your cake intermittently. Once your cake is fully baked and cooled, go ahead and run a knife around the edge of the cake. This is going to help it cleanly break from that springform pan. And finally, we get to make our frosting. Add 8 ounces of cream cheese and 1 stick of butter to a microwave-safe bowl. Microwave them for about 15 seconds, just enough to get it soft, but not melt it. Add that to a mixing bowl and add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You're also going to add in 2/3 of a cup of erythritol. You can use granulated. Personally, I like to use confectioner's better. It gives a smoother texture to your frosting. If you don't have confectioner's, that's fine. Just throw it in a food processor for a couple seconds to help break it up. You're going to go ahead and mix this until, well, it's the consistency of frosting. I'm cutting off the top little bit of my cake just to even out the bottom layer. I actually doubled this recipe so I could make a double layer cake. I figured, why not? It's my birthday, I can go ahead and splurge. I'm adding half of my frosting to this layer. Then I'm going to flip my second layer on top of that. Be very gentle, this cake can crumble if you're not careful. Go ahead and smooth the rest of your frosting on the top and the sides of this cake. I want to make my cake beautiful, so I'm adding a little bit of blue food coloring. It's not much, it's not going to hurt me, and you know what? It's my birthday. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to go ahead and add this to a piping bag. Pro tip for you, to fill a piping bag easier, put it in a cup first. Then it's standing up nice and straight. Tom is actually making this cake beautiful for me. He is a lot better with a piping bag than I am. Now that we made it, let's go ahead and give it a taste test. My goodness, this vanilla cake is absolutely amazing. You can't even taste the coconut flour. And quite frankly, guys, I can't even tell that it's keto, but it is. It's moist, it's delicious. I can't wait to devour this entire slice. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video. If you like this video, please leave it a like. If you have a comment, question, concern, or another idea for a recipe, please leave it down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.